It was a little bit scary, put my 2-week notice in. I just said, okay, I'm going to do this. I was ready to go in and start from the bottom up. Hi, I'm Monica. I'm the owner of Blading and Shading by Monica. I'm located here in Hutto, Texas. I offer permanent brow services like nano shading, threading, powder brows, and tinting.
Welcome to Built from Scratch, where we talk to small business owners about how they built their brand.
Hi everyone, today we're here with Monica. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you.
Could you tell us a bit about yourself and your business?
I'm Monica, and I am a brow artist located here in Texas. Been in the business for close to 9 years. It's been great.
So what were you doing before this?
Prior to doing brows, I was doing dental assisting for 18 years, and I just took that leap of faith.
So that's really different from brows. So what made you want to make the switch from dentistry?
It kind of just happened. I think dentistry, I was just getting burned out on dentistry. I still love it, and I love everything about it. It helped me just grow as a person and career. It was a great career. However, I just was getting a little burnt out after 18 years. And one day the hygienist said, hey, Monica, you love eyebrows. There's this thing, microblading. You should go give it a shot. And I did. And that's when I started my career. My business just grew from that point on. I was focused on diving in and doing eyebrows.
So take me back to that point where your coworker told you to look into eyebrows. What happened after that? Like, what steps did you take?
What steps did I take? I put in my 2 weeks notice. I went for it, thought about it maybe overnight, and I just said, okay, I'm going to do this. Put my 2-week notice in, looked for courses online, took a course, and it was an investment to take this course. Mm-hmm. So making sure I had the funds to do that, because I wasn't going to have a job and get the income, but I was ready to go in and start from the bottom up and do that. And it was a little bit scary. I had a family, I have young children, and I just went with it. The support was there, and it's a little bit scary now that I think about it. Just going back those years, I'm like, okay, I really did that.
That's a huge change.
Yes.
How long did it take for you to get your first client?
First paying client or first model client?
First paying client.
First paying client, I want to say that took about 2 months after I was certified. I did a lot of models, a lot of, don't worry about it. And the first paying client wasn't a total, she just paid me without me asking. And I consider her I still have the same $20 bill that she gave me, just because I feel like that was it. That was the beginning of my new business and making money off of,
Mm-hmm.
the new career. So yeah, it was about 2 or 3 months.
Did you do anything special with marketing?
Initially, I jumped into the Instagram. I did Facebook ads. But, being in the Bay Area, it was saturated.
Mm-hmm.
That time, 2017, microblading was a thing. It was very trending, and a lot of people were doing it. So it was me, kind of going through with competitors. Bay Area is very populated, so there were a lot of brow artists out there. Mm-hmm. So doing the Facebook ads and Instagram ads, lots of word of mouth. I would say that even till this day, I get a lot of my clients from word of mouth.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. So do you still run the ads, or is it mainly organic?
Organic. I haven't run an ad since, it's been years.
Yeah.
It's been years.
Wow. That's amazing. That's very impressive.
Yeah. I'm very fortunate. My clients are amazing. I really love my clients. They are awesome.
Okay. So you started in the Bay Area. How did you get to Texas, to Hutto?
I know, right? My mother-in-law moved out to Hutto 2014. So I would come out here and visit every summer, every spring. Had my business in California, but we loved it out here. Went through COVID. COVID was hard back in California, just the shutdown and having a business as a service provider. We're very limited, and things just were not great in that year. So it was really difficult. My husband and I decided to pack up our family and move to Texas here, because we knew this is what we liked. And knowing that I was going to move to Hutto, I joined all the Facebook mom groups. I put my name out there. I literally put my business out there, like, hey, I'm going to be in the area. I introduced myself, and this space here was the first space that I took in. And Andrea, the owner of Southern Boutique, she and I got along well. We hit it off, and she's like, if you want to move in and, rent the space, yeah.
You were working in dentistry for a while. I know a lot of people are probably in a very stable job, and they may want to start something, but maybe worried, don't want to give up that stability.
Right.
What advice would you give to someone who is in that situation?
That is one that you really have to think about as, a personal kind of choice. Like, is that something you really want to do financially? Can you do it?
Mm-hmm.
Is it something that you can afford to take? Because there's a lot of investment with becoming a permanent makeup artist. You want to take courses, and maybe it's multiple courses. It's not just one. There are so many courses out there to take. So be prepared for that financially and making sure you have the funds. You don't want to put yourself in a stressful situation. Kind of let go of the steady income that you are receiving with your stable job. But if you have the support, in my case, I had that financial support from my husband and my family, that I was able to do that.
On the day-to-day, how many clients would you say that you have?
It varies by service. I have services that are up to 2 hours, 2.5 hours for new eyebrows. My brow threading clients are about 30 minutes. So there are days if I'm doing only brow threadings, I'm doing about 15 clients a day. If they are longer 2-hour procedures, I'm going to see 4 because my back. Yeah. So.
But it's nice you get to pick your own hours.
Oh, yes.
Very different from dentistry.
Very different. I'm my own boss.
Yeah.
And I work 15 days a month. So.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
I'm 15 in-office days, but I do a lot of work behind the scenes. I mean, there's always work to be done. Yeah. My husband will say, wow, you're always working.
That makes sense for sure.
Yeah.
You always are thinking about your business when you own your own.
Yeah.
So what has been the hardest lesson you learned as a business owner?
Hardest lesson, lots of lessons. The hardest lesson is you are going to do it all as a business owner. Maybe at some point you will be able to outsource these things, but be prepared to be the house cleaner, be the bookkeeper, be the creative, be the marketing. These are hard lessons, and I did not know that. So I had to step into each role. And those are sometimes not all the roles I want to play, but the roles that I have to do if I want to become successful. So the hardest lesson is being open-minded to learning all the new things that come along with this.
What was probably the toughest thing that you had to learn?
Business in general. I came with the no experience as a business owner. That means researching permits, researching city or county laws, state laws, and those things. Those are tough when my focus was I'm going to do brows, and that is it. That's really not it. You got to do it all.
And how long did it take you to become fully licensed?
I would say a couple months, depending on your location. Speaking from California and the county that I was licensed there, they took longer, I'm sure, just being backed up, things like that. Now, when I moved to Williamson County, it was a much easier process.
You mentioned you have students, you teach classes.
Yes.
Could you tell us a little bit more about that? How did you get into that?
I was confident in my brows that I want to share that with up and coming artists. I feel like I have a genuine personality, authentic personality, and I want to mentor one-on-one. I wasn't into doing a full 10-person class.
Yeah.
I want to be able to give my full attention to my student and make sure they're really picking up what I'm teaching. And I was ready to just share that knowledge with whoever was ready to, who was interested. Yes. So
how many students do you have right now?
I have had 4 students, some through threading, some with permanent makeup.
Do you come up with your own courses?
I do. And it's mostly just how I am with my client. What's more important to me, we can do the craft, but the biggest thing is to my student, all right, how do you communicate? Communication is key, and not just here, not just with your client, but all around in every relationship, right? So I really need them to be prepared. Are you good with other people? Because even if you do the most amazing brows and you're not communicating or you don't have a great personality to meet with other people, that's going to make it tough.
Yeah, I feel like with a service-based type of business, the relationship is really important compared to maybe an e-com business or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm one-on-one, face-to-face with my clients, that it needs to be just genuine, open relationship, communication. Yeah.
To wrap everything up, I wanted to see if you had any advice for aspiring business owners.
Yes. Advice would be, if you feel it inside of you to do something, if you feel like it's your calling, go for it. Even if it's scary. Coming from someone who, like me, was always kind of like, I'm gonna play it safe. Doing my own business, starting my own business, and seeing the growth. I can do anything, and I know anyone. If I can do it, anybody can do it. It comes with a lot of hard work, a lot of patience, failures, but you get back up and you just do it because it's in you. You can do it. So if you feel it, go for it. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sitting down with us
Thank
today.
you.